Yes. I woke up on the planet which we've been told about by our mutual acquaintance. The one covered in golden cities, Prospit, remember? Oh, wouldn't it be Prospit's moon? Yes, you're right. It was the moon, actually. I could see the planet on the dark horizon. I was dressed in a golden dress, like a sort of nightgown, and I could fly. I left my bedroom, which was at the top of a tall tower. Surrounding me were the golden cities, just as described. Behind the skylines was darkness, but just above was a bright blue sky and puffy white clouds. That was Skya. Yes, probably. Are you sure you haven't woken up there before? I wish. I've received reports from Jade about this as well. She liked to talk about her dreams on Prospit's moon a lot. I see. The impression I've developed is that it's supposed to be a real place, and all who dream there have shared experiences. Did Jade ever mention seeing us there? No, but why would she? This was long before we were born. She was dreaming there like 100 years ago or something. Well, anyway. Ooh. Anyone interesting? No, just some chess guys. I explored the moon and began to notice people gathering in the streets, but they weren't human. They were funny-looking, perfectly white creatures. Yeah, those are the Prospidians. They have these hard carapace shells and also have something to do with chess, I think? Well, I don't know if they had all that much to do with chess here. The more closely I observed, the more they appeared somewhat despondent. Like? Sad? Yes, I determined they were in mourning, actually. Hey, Jane, you said I was in this dream. Where do I come in? Shh, I'm getting there. More and more Prospidians were filing out of the buildings every moment. They all began to form a single major procession. When I got closer, I could see they were in tears, and I realized this was a funeral. I heard whispers, but couldn't make out what they were saying, so I got closer. They were all saying the same thing over and over. The page is dead. Our hope is lost. The page? Who's that? Jake, the page was you. Oh, drat, are you sure? Yes, I saw your body lying in a sort of coffin, on a bed of flowers. You were dead as a doornail. Everyone was so distraught, including me. But before I could get too horribly upset, let alone make sense of any of it, I woke up. I, of course, immediately wanted to tell you all about it, but it was still well before sunrise for you. You were surely still asleep. Then as the day went on, I guess I became distracted by other things. You know how it is. I hope I'm not too late to warn you, though to be frank, I don't have the foggiest clue what it is I'm warning you about. Dear Jake, oh please do try not to have already died in my dreams. Likely while you were sleeping, perhaps peacefully? Yeah, I see your point. Still, I think you'll agree that it's to be viewed as a troubling omen. I care very much for you, and I don't know what I'd do if I lost you both in my dreams and here in this world. So, for whatever good it does, just please be extra careful out there today. Roger that, Janie. And, same goes for you. Being careful but with these various rogues accosting you with foul play lately and whatnot, because, well, I sure do care a lot about you too, you know. Hooray! Will do. Well, let's get this silly old adventure off the races before the coat of dust it's growing gets any thicker. Booyah! Okay, good luck, Jane, and keep me posted. Golgotha's terror ceased bothering Gutsy Gumshoe. Jake, get silly old adventure off to the races. Although these pumpkin vines are amazingly prolific, every morning when you leave your bedroom, you'd swear half the pumpkins vanish overnight. It's probably just the local fauna eating them. Not that it matters, because they keep growing right back. It wasn't always overgrown like this. When you first discovered the transmaterializer, you started messing around with it haphazardly. You kept the purifying pumpkins from somewhere. It was just pumpkin after pumpkin, until one time a copy of the bunny you inherited from Grandma showed up. Much less old and tattered, of course. All that fooling around was before you realized how precious its fuel would be. Such a waste of good uranium. You brought all the surplus pumpkins home and left them lying about. Then the seed sprouted and started growing out of control. You guess that's what happened when you introduced non-indigenous flora into the wilderness. Jake, be completely oblivious to the thing in the background. You successfully failed to notice it. Oh, there. You successfully failed to notice it. Wait, notice what? You don't even know what we're talking about, but it doesn't matter for you now because suddenly a wild chum assails you with banter. Jake, answer Lalonde. Tipsy Nostalgic began pestering Golgotha's terror at 6:53. Holy shit, Jage. Lol. K. Howdy. What's all this commotion about? Nothing. Just your basic run-of-the-mill holy shit. And also, hi. Ah, okay then. Hello it is. Also, want to know, what do you want for your Wiggling Day? I'm not really abreast of the raddest jargon that the cool kids toss about these days. Maybe because I live alone on an island? I don't know, but in any case, are you referring to my upcoming birthday? Yes. I see. Very thoughtful of you to consider so early. I don't wager I could advise which much specifically, but I can all but assure you, I will find any gesture of yours to be totally capital. Ugh, you're so fucking adorable. Rings at kerchief with perspiring mitts. Yoink, nabs kerchief and stops RPing for rest of chat. I was only bringing it up so much in advance because it's the end of the world about to happen and all, and then I wouldn't get the chance unless we play this game like a bunch of suckers, obviously, and all meet up in there and everything, which would totes kick ass. Totes. But if you want to know what I think, yes, do ya? I do want to know what you think. I always want to know because you're always smart and sassy. Best dude. Anyway, I really don't think we should. Should what now? Play the game. Why not? The Baroness wants us to. Baroness. I don't know why. Everything I know about it says it should be a good game and really important and let us all together and do something great and be best friends for maybe eternity. But she took all that and twisted it somehow. All I know is she's banking on us doing this, and she needs us to do this. Then it's got to be make something fucking horrible happen. Horror Bible. Bullseye. It should be. Pardon me. I should have said horrible. Horror Bible. Bullseye. Well, Horror Bibles notwithstanding, I have it on terrific authority that playing this game would be incredibly important. So perhaps you're right. Maybe we are part of the evil plan, but does that also necessarily rule out that good will come of it? I guess not. I just have a bad feeling. Maybe I'm just like this nutty-ass bitch twirling yarn from a shit wizard's nappy brown beard, but I can't bring myself to trust a cake-selling genocidal alien overlord sea queen. Never mind, that sentence checks out. Agreed. So what's the itinerary again? Who's it? Regarding the game. Who's playing in what order, etc. Oh, is there such an itinerary? Yeah, I think so. I think it's going like, I start with Jane and bring her in the session, then DS brings me in and you bring him in, and then Jane does you and closes the loop. Where are you getting this intel? Did you guys make a plan or something? Nah, don't worry about it. Do you want me to set you up with the files now? Oh, those illicit hacked wares which I hear tell were recently jimmied piping hard off the interclouds? I love that you were barely even joking with that statement, but yeah, basically. The silicon pickpocket strikes again. Whom is the wiser? Nobody. Okay, I'll send it, but... Yeah? Jake? What? Jake? You're wearing one of your dumb computers now, aren't you? You all think typing at me right now while wearing something ridiculous. Ridiculous. High five to myself. Hogswallop, why would you even think that? That's so stupid. I'm not letting either of you run this file on your shitty brainwashy propaganda helmets or anything else you gotta wear to run. 'Tis my one condition. Well, fair enough. When I get back from my errand, I'll situate myself on the trusty old husk top. Acceptable? Yes. Then you've decided to play in spite of your reservations? I don't know, I guess. Bravo. Don't all bravo at me, man. You're just bravoing a big-ass shrug. I mean, maybe. I have every reason to want to play it. I'm actually dying to play it, okay? I mean, you believe me, right? About the bad shit that could happen? Well, of course I do. What sort of friend would I be if not? Okay, well, don't say this to Jane. She has her ways. I believe they are not... She has her ways. I believe they're not incongruous with those of an intelligent and discerning young woman. Ah, Christ. What a gentleman. Fix. I mean, god damn. I guess. But that's the thing with you. You believe in people and also the things they tell you. Jane never believed my crap. Never any of my warnings about the Baroness. Didn't believe any of the stuff about my mom and so on and so on and soon. Till after a while, I just stopped even trying to convince her hard or bring up any crazy shit. Because, you know, doing a lot of songs and dances to convince somebody who thinks you're just shitting on them all the time kind of wears on a friendship. And who even needs that? But you believe in stuff. Probably because the more crazy fake shit you believe in, the more open the world gets. And the more chance there is for adventures being real, right? Righto. If a man believes hard enough in imaginary things, then I dare say that makes them slightly less fake. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. Exactly. Wonk. Wink. It's one of those things Jane likes about you so much. It is? Which I'm not supposed to talk about to you ever, so never mind. Talk about what? Nope. You mean how, well, a way in which I suppose. No. Nope. Jane is prone to looking upon me with what I fathom to be more than just a friendly affection. Nope. Hey, look who didn't say nothing about that. Why is this silly fucking drunk girl over here? It's a tricky issue, and you know I adore Jane, and please don't think I haven't given some thought to it. Well, that angle on our relationship, I guess. Oof, Jake, no, please. This is a conversation that can't happen because I started it and I blew it by saying stuff, so you have to forget it. Forget it. Oh, yeah, I can see the dilemma this causes for your friendship with her. I'll drop it. Whew, okay. On to this topic. I am now and forever Miss Zupperlips. Miss Zwipperpips. Fuck. Okay, this is V for future F. Zip. Haha, oh my. Nothing is escaping that lovely lady's whistle maker. It's shut tight as a drum. Mm-hmm. Whoa, wait, I hope that didn't sound dirty. Okay, but may I say this? If in the future I would like to bring up certain topics completely unsolicited by one who may be sworn to secrecy on those very matters, and I'm in need of, I guess, a neutral and totally non-compromising advice from a friend, do you think that Miss Zwipperpips might unseal those scandalously metal choppers for a bit? Fuck, that also sounded kind of dirty, god damn it. Unzip? Yeah, of course. I'm totals your BFFC, Jake. I am like at peace with that reality formerly known as a raw fucking deal for what avenues it closes between you and I, that being your biffsy has got to mean, but yeah. Wait, what? I'm just chill as fuck about being a pale friend to all varieties of cute and eligible as hell peeps. Do you see my shoulder and how it says, hey friend, deposit tears here? That is a legit invite. And it's like sincere as fucking bananas. Oh, I'm sure it is, but I don't know how much crying I'm going to be doing. Probably none, I think. No, I know. I'm just saying that. Okay, now I'm spinning my wheels like a motherfucker. But yeah, the answer is yes. Great. And not that I'm backpedaling, but what about your best bro? Don't you get to talking to him about girl troubles ever? Yeah, well, like I said, the whole thing is complicated. Best not to get into it all until I'm ready to, really start manhandling these bushels loads of prickly pears. Prickly pears? The pears being the tricky subjects in question, metaphorically. Right, Snickers. Poor Jake, up to his neck in all the woes. Nah, it's cool. Speaking of which, I heard he's making you track down his robo-self to kill it or something for uranium? For a uranium? Sigh. And AR disabled the novice setting? Yes. You're so fucked. Oh, most certainly. I was actually just getting all my final affairs in order when you messaged me. It was to bequeath to you all my WOB posters. WOB what? Weekend at Bernie's, damn it. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm always in need of something to put under my cat's shitbox. Okay, tell you what. As an early wiggling day thing, you know what I'll do? I still don't really get the wiggling thing, but no, what? I'll enable the Brobot's novice setting again for you. Wow, thanks, I think. But that don't count as the whole thing. I'll think of something better, too. For now, peace, Jake, and GL on your Robro quest. Jake, commence Robro quest. Rumble. It's time to get dead serious about hunting down a robot that looks exactly like your best friend, destroy it with your guns somehow, and steal its uranium. But then the thing behind you that you were oblivious to starts grumbling. You totally forgot about the frightening fauna on this island, and its regrettable weirdness attribute. Jake, turn around. Music? Strife! You leap into the tropical island fray in an attempt to violently pacify the gigantic Earth Crab Dad. What is he even doing here? The question doesn't even occur to you. The island has been crawling with these things for as long as you can remember. You glance at the crudely rendered battle, direct your browser to the Homestuck Bandcamp page, and browse for suitable battle music. Oh god, there are so many songs. Which one would be a good fit for this duel? Wait, yes, there's this one. That's perfect. You hit play. Close your eyes and become lost in visions of gnashing crustacean carapace, smoking M9 casings, and Jake doing what that thing where he flies through the air shooting 2 guns at once. Yeah, so awesome. Jake, fly through the air shooting 2 guns at once. Pew, 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 pew. You do the thing where you fly through the air shooting 2 guns at once. That thing isn't even that big a deal for you. You do that thing practically every day on Hell Murder Island. Your furious salvo of deadly bullets scares the frightening fauna off into the jungle, realness attribute and all. Another triumph for adventure. Time to blow the smoke off your Berettas and saunter off into the whoa, not so fast. Behind you, Jake! Aha, got you, you son of a... Oh, shit, wait. Bang. Oh, no. It was only one of those sweet little fairy balls you just murdered. You just murdered him inappropriately with your multi-bullet device. You love those little fairy balls. You feel just awful. Wait. Hold on. No. It can't possibly be. Oh. We'll have to wait for the joke later. Jane, implement plan of last resort. You've waited around long enough. Dad's legendary car wash won't last forever, and the day isn't getting any younger. You pack up Pop-Pop's book and bust out your trusty homing device. Jane, activate. Here goes nothing. No. Oh, God. God, he's such a little troublemaker. Hopefully he will mind his manners today. Doubtful. Welcome to Hell Murder Island. Now with Lucai upon it. Hello. Not Arthur, but the centaur butlers. Jake, behold zoological splendor. Looks like the centaur herd is out in full force today. You have to be careful about walking under them. There are extreme hazards involving such as the threats of falling manure. Or milk. Jake, examine a frog temple. There are the ruins you'll be making your way toward once you get the uranium. Still need to locate that enigmatic brobot. He's out there. Somewhere. Just watching. You can feel it. Can't let your guard down for a second, or you'll get served like a dude on Butler Island. Jake, look down. Uh-oh. Something's coming up. Oh, hey, it's a sea goat. Not the encounter you were hoping for today. These things don't back down. Jane, assess damage. Poor Pop-Pop's head got nicked by the fireplace poker. He's gonna need a lot of work this time. Over the years, your dad has spent thousands of dollars on repairs. Oh well, how much more grounded can you get than you already are? Jane, put the head back. You stick the poker down his neck hole and jam the head back onto the spike as a temporary measure. That looks somewhat more respectable, you guess. Looks like the troublemaker's father is calling. Jane, answer Strider. Why have you activated, dear sweet Huggy Bear? Are you in danger? Oh no, I'm just trying to leave my house. Is this the real you, by the way? Yes, it's me. I disabled the autoresponder for now. Okay, just making sure. Jake was having some issues with it earlier. I don't think he received its obfuscating tendencies to the humorous spirit intended. Yes, I'm catching up with the situation now. Oh, so you're talking to Jake then? Nah, reading their chat logs. Man, what the fuck? I can't leave these two alone for a minute. Can a guy get his ablutions on in fucking peace? Was it that bad? Not really. The responder doesn't even distort my position on things, usually. Its demeanor leaves something to be desired, though. I'd prefer it didn't make such aggressive and repeated claims of fidelity to my persona. Be misrepresenting hells of my key subtleties, yo. Why not just turn it off, then? Keeps them both on their toes. Who? Jake, and the responder. Jake needs to be more skeptical. Rather than take a Pollyanna jackknife ass first off whatever turnip truck is blowing through town that day, he's got to apply more critical reasoning to shit. I keep telling him, dude, you gotta be more like Jane. These lectures, I presume, are roughly similar in complexion to those I'm familiar with. Those wherein I have, and I quote, got to be more like Jake. Yes, exactly. You're finally fucking getting it. I sincerely doubt that I am, said the stubborn skeptic, skeptically. Let's not talk about my issues again, shan't we? Shan't. That ain't a thing to say, even for you. Shush. The word shan't escape my vocabulary any longer, just as you shan't nitpick my language. That's my turf you're on, Buster. All right, kinda don't care. What were you saying? About what, Jake? About leaving the responder on. Yeah, anyway. I kind of owe it to him to let the program run as often as possible. Jake? No, the responder. It's a fully cognitive, self-aware entity. I am responsible for, not even to mention, an approximate cerebral duplicate of myself. You don't just make a clone of yourself to live in a dead-end existence where it has no chance to thrive as an individual, or surpass its limitations. That'd be sick. True. Also, the more the software runs, the broader and more detailed its experimental canopy becomes. Makes for a better dialogic partner. Dialogic? Are you saying you have conversations with your own autoresponder? Of course. Why do you think I made the thing? Huh. That's interesting. I guess I always thought it was just a really elaborate gag. It's that, too. Sometimes your sense of humor seems more impenetrably advanced than your robotics. I'll never understand this tapestry of irony you weave. Maybe I'm just stuck in the dark ages of pranksterisms with my funny mustaches and corny old joke book. Yes, you are, but that's fine. We come from very different traditions. Someone needs to keep that racist southern asshole's legacy alive. There's dignity in taking up the work of our familial predecessors, even if what they did was insanely fucking stupid. Is that a note of bitterness directed at your superstar brother I am detecting? No way. He's awesome. I've told you. I don't begrudge any of his success. I've also told you that he isn't really my bro, even though I call him that. We're related through an esoteric process of genetic re-amalgamation. Oh, lordy. Yes, I know. I don't need another ironic lesson in science fiction. Alright, my lessons are rad as fuck, though, but suit yourself. The point is, obviously, his satirical methods have flaws, and whatever tempered brand of hero worship I might be practicing isn't keeping me from seeing that. Flaws? Talk about understatement. Those movies are unwatchable, unless your name is Jake English. Yes, spectacularly so, but they will have profound historical significance. Mark my words. And flaws aside, it's a legacy I'm proud to inherit. My duty isn't to appropriate his methods with absolute loyalty, but to apply reason and improve upon them, to leave my own mark, to perfect the art of irony. It's just like what you're doing with the work of your ancestor. You're striving to perfect his hokey vaudeville bullshit or something. You seek the zen of a pie to the face, the Tao of falling the fuck down. If you say so. I don't know, call me a simpleton, but I just like funny jokes. You can't fool me. You take your shit as serious as I do. And if I wasn't serious about it, I wouldn't have made you that rabbit. Then where the hell would you be? Well, aside from thousands of dollars in corpse repair richer, I can't say. Has he been sleeping in the old man hollow again? Shit, that's adorable. I can think of cuter places for him to sleep, frankly. Yeah, bullshit. He's just being instinctive. In the wild, he would gut a carcass and sleep inside for warmth, as well as to secure tactical advantage for ambushing would-be scavengers. Oh, please. Anyway, property damage and desecration to cherished elders aside, Mr. Bear has been a lovely addition to the family. You haven't renamed him yet? Oh, no, I keep forgetting I'm supposed to. You've got to fucking rename him, or change him to a girl if you want. That was important. When pets change owners, they get new names. That's a fact. Sorry, I'll give him one right now. How about Little Sebastian? Fuck, if that isn't the best name a thing could get. Yeah, so then are you saying Mr. Sebastian here was an ironic present, relayed strictly for guffaws? Yes, but it's not that simple. There were many layers involved, some of them literal layers, of metal and plush. Huh? There's a real stuffed rabbit beneath its exoskeleton. What? Really? Yeah, it belonged to my bro. I thought you said you didn't have such an heirloom to complete the plushy trifecta. I didn't. He didn't give it to me, and never intended to bequeath it. I stole it. Oh, risky. Nah, I got a little help from RL and ganked it out of his museum. It's this whole priceless collection of stupid shit from movies defended like Fort Knox. Ironically, of course. So it's from a movie? You ever heard of Con Air? Nope. Wait, wasn't that some bit of action schlock from the 90s? Yes. Some of the silly nonsense referenced in his work was well before my time. I don't even have the wherewithal to investigate all this minutia. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, but it was from that. Dude weirdly obsessed over that shit movie for years, among others. No, those signature shades you see him wearing on magazine covers and stuff? Another prop. A gift from Stiller himself, I believe. That does sound a tad obsessive. Wasn't he furious about your burglary? Pretty sure he didn't even notice. In years since, I never saw a news story about a daring heist or anything. I feel like he would have made some hay out of that. And if he did know, he'd probably just want to give me a stoic fist bump or something. Why didn't you mention this when you gave the gift? More irony? Essentially, it's not that easy to explain. Broadcasting the gesture would have made it seem tawdry and would somewhat defray its humor value. I see. So it was like a private joke, and if anyone besides you was in on it, the joke would have been ruined. Like I said, there are layers. On one level, I gave you a filthy, tattered piece of shit, albeit of tremendous cultural significance, manhandled by some old B-movie actors, now candy-coated to function as a highly practical defender droid for your personal protection. On another level, I needed to incorporate something passable as a real heirloom, for sentimental reasons. Aw, wait, real sentiment? Or ironic sentiment? Or is there no difference? Am I missing the point here? No, it was genuine. The upper echelons of irony should always include measures of sincerity, and if the satirical practice is executed faithfully, it will achieve something bona fide in its own right regardless. Through an intense commitment bordering on religious devotion to the absolutely inane, absurd, or plain fucking stupid, a very different kind of sincerity begins to materialize. One of reverence to the ridiculous. You begin to mean it. But what exactly it is you mean is never quite what it appears on the surface, and is utterly inaccessible to obtuse and literal minds. That you mean it then becomes inseparable from the joke. An additional rich strata of humor may be stripped aggressively from this irreconcilable truth. This is fascinating, if a wee bit more dissertation than I bargained for this morning. I have so much to learn, I'm not even saying that ironically. Will you teach me your ways one day, sir? Perhaps an apprenticeship will open? Oh god, I'd love that. Consider the position yours for the taking any time. Feel free to approach and kneel before Cal. With my sword and his floppy mitten, you will receive my flash step anointment shoulder to shoulder, and to shoulder again. Tempting, but that rain check will have to stay unendorsed for now. Little Seb is beginning to act out. I must put his fidgetiness to constructive use. Cool. Jane, one more thing. I'm sure you must be aware by now that you'll be the leader of our group, as you'll be the first to enter the session. No? This is news to me. I never gathered that team leader was a thing for this game. Trust me, it's a thing. Are you sure? I have my doubts. I believe as a group we will have the temerity to succeed without my having to order people around like an insufferable bossy pants. That's why you're our leader, Jade. Optimism through stalwart skepticism is an affect not everyone is plucky enough to be graced with. Well, that's stupid. Yeah, I know. You're not our leader. You're our friend, right? Precisely. There's a big difference. And statements like that are also why you're our leader. But only in name and in spirit. Less so, functionally. If it puts your mind at ease, I'll be the one pulling the strings here. Oh yes? Then this whole affair will be one of D. Strider's grand productions in puppetry? I will be the unseen hand whose nimble digits are behind every subtle twitch in our session's bulbous foam ass. At least those gyrations not happening by the volition of its own quivering, absorbent proboscis. If you ever need help, Jane, if you're ever in any trouble at all, let me know. Just say the word. I'll whip the toggle stick of this ludicrous marionette cavorting its humongous bottom to intercept your free fall through the abyss. Snow cone you up in the fluffy crook of its cleft. Don't be alarmed if you're in no hurry to unpry yourself, for the great jut of this impudent rump has more yield your touch than it has ever dreamt. Remember to catch your breath, as it cherishes the imprint of your hand like a memento from a lover gone to war. There's a lot to give in that ass, you may say. Might like to settle in, make myself comfortable, start a family, bounce a coin off that ass. You'll demand of visitors. It's not going anywhere. But that coin will take a good nap there. It's a gamble you win every goddamn time. Yeah. These lessons we've talked about, they've already begun, haven't they? Jane, soon you'll believe what I've told you. You'll believe it all. It's just a shame that believing will take something so coarse as seeing for a girl as sharp as you. Critical thought can lead one to accept the unlikely, just as much as dismiss the impossible. I can help you with this too. Would you like me to program a Jane Crocker responder for you? I only require a simple capture of your brain. Holy moly! Thank you, but no. I'm not ready to get dialogic with my cyber self just yet. My friends keep me busy enough as it is. Speaking of which, I really need to go. I know you love to talk my ear off, and it's always a treat, but let's catch up later after the game starts, okay? And if I do need your help, I promise I'll take you up on your offer. I made several. Which one? The one where you, hopefully not literally, offered to catch me in the crevice of a great big squishy butt. Gotta go. Gutsy Gumshoe ceased bothering, Timaeus testified. Jane, command Sebastian to lift fridge. You order dear sweet little Sebastian to put his fidgetiness to constructive use. He's eager to assist, and lifts the appliance with ease. He finds a note taped under the fridge. It seems to be addressed to you. Jane, read note. Daughter, if you are reading this, it means you are strong enough to lift the fridge. You have truly become a mature, powerful woman. I have never been more proud. Now be a good girl, put the fridge down and stay inside. Fat chance, Dad. This bird's gotta fly. Uh-oh, little Seb's acting out again. His legs are getting fidgety and bothersome. Better tell him to put the fridge down gently before he causes more damage. Jane, tell Seb to put the fridge down. Aw, fuck. Jane, throw down your hat in disgust. Puff. You've been climbing your echelon ladder very gradually for the various minor accomplishments here and there since you were 13. That was such a sweet textbook hat, Puff. It earned you just enough to clear the next rung. Fedora fledgling. Nice going. Hat, level up. The well-traveled hat shares in your glorious spoils. The battle-hardened accessory reaches dizzying new heights, leapfrogging from the douchebag's dome-sucker rung to the rare, highly coveted martyr's piss-cradle rung. Jake, run! How can these things be so fast on land? It moves like some sort of giant frisky seal that's very hungry and angry. You know from experience that bullets only make them hungrier and angrier. So there's nothing to do but run. Oh no! It's a hostile swarm of those little fairy bulls. They're probably pissed off about the one you killed earlier. They've come for revenge. Oh my god, the humanity. Oh, they exact their pound of flesh. Oh god, no.